We are slowly getting rid of all seeds in fruits and vegetables. And honestly, it's brilliant. Because once every apple, grape, watermelon and tomato is seedless, guess who controls life itself? No more planting your own food. No more saving seeds for next season. Everything you eat, everything that grows, will come from our labs. And when the last natural seed is gone, that's when it gets fun. We can make them rare, expensive, maybe even licensed. Only billionaires that will have gardens, and everyone else will have to subscribe to eat. Sounds insane, right? But it's already happening. Seedless isn't convenience, it's containment. Every time you pick up a seedless fruit, you're holding a future that can't reproduce. So yeah, expect more seedless, everything. Because the easiest way to control the world is to stop it from growing. So remember to stay safe out there.
See, y'all keep thinking that these folks are playing with y'all. Listen, they are not playing around. They are engineering everything. And when I say everything, they are engineering socially. They're engineering, re-engineering the food. They're re-engineering the way that you think. They're re-engineering what you believe in. They're re-engineering the politics. They're re-engineering the food that you eat. They're going to re-engineer the water that you drink. They're going to re-engineer the oxygen that you breathe. Listen, man, they want total control, right? And they won't rest until they get total control. You know what's so crazy? I think it was around maybe 10 years ago where I really started to notice, at least in America, where I started to notice that seeds were disappearing. And I'm like, this is strange. I thought naturally, right? You know, the fruits had seeds. I thought naturally, you know, the items that did have seeds, especially if they were grown and came out the ground, that they automatically had seeds. And I don't know where the switch happened. I don't know when I first started seeing it, but I started seeing it, and you know, immediately I probably thought about it, and then immediately it just went in one thought and then went out, and that was it. Right? And that's exactly what they want. They don't want you to think about it. They don't want you to know anything, right? Because guess what? It is convenient, right? And this is what I keep telling people, right? Comfort, people are going to pay for comfort, right? People are going to pay for the comfort and convenience that everybody so-called want, right? People want comfort. People want convenience so much, they're willing to overlook things that should be looked at under a microscope. Right? Foods should be looked at under a microscope. But you know what? Nobody looks at it, because as long as they can get their food within 30 seconds at a McDonald's drive-through, as long as they can pick up whatever fruit they need to, as long as they can mass produce whatever they need to mass produce, and you can get it at a store, that's all that matters. Nobody cares about anything else. Right? And this is exactly why, you know, society is on a trajectory that it is. This is why, listen, right? All of this is a trickle down effect. I hope y'all know this, right? I hope y'all know this is a trickle down effect, right? They're going to control the food, right? Well, one, they got to control how you think. Once they can control how you think, then there's going to be things that you don't even think about. Things that you may or may not notice, but you're just going to brush it to the side for the sake of convenience. So they're going to control how you think, right? Socially engineer you through the media. Look at what's going on. Socially engineer you through the media, socially engineer you through social media, only push algorithmically certain content to the front to disturb how your mind naturally thinks, right? And then they go on to control the food, right? To continue to socially program you, to continue to chemically program you as well. Because if they know exactly what chemicals they're putting in the food, right? Because it's not being grown organically. A lot of the stuff, especially in America, especially in the Western world, right? A lot of that stuff is not being grown organically. A lot of that stuff that we're eating is fake, right? A lot of that stuff is not being grown from the ground, from the dirt. It is being made in a factory, just like every single thing else we eat, right? It is not until I really, left the country that I was able to see that, things were a lot a bit different, not just a little bit different, a lot a bit different, right? First and foremost, it is hard to even, right? I'm in a DR right now. it is hard to find, American products just in every store. Right? It's hard to find American products just in every store. And the stores that do have it, guess what? You have to pay an arm and a leg just to get it. Right? And in all out honesty, the local products, the local fruits, the local vegetables, right? Some of the fruits I can get right now and go down to the street. Somebody's walking around selling mangoes. Somebody's walking around selling, coconuts or what have you. Those items will be much more healthier than probably 70 to 80% of the things that are sold in the United States. But this is bigger than just, food itself, right? This is all about control, right? And while everybody's being distracted by FIFA, while everybody's being distracted about, just the same old things, the division, the politics, the same old thing. While everybody is still distracted by the same old thing, they're re-engineering everything, right? I keep telling people, when there's massive events, right? When there's massive, mass division going on, somebody said something and now the world is up in arms now. Listen, they're doing things behind the scenes. Right? And like they said in the video, listen, the ones who got to the land first are going to be the ones who got the crops, right? Growing organic fruit and vegetables. Why do you think these billionaires are buying up all the land? Right? I keep on telling y'all, y'all need to be acting in a way. Once you see what they're doing, you need to be doing the exact same thing as close as possible. Right? When they're buying up all the land, guess what? You need to be looking into land. Right? You need to be looking into buying land. You need to be looking into growing your own fruits and vegetables. They're going to make it. I keep telling y'all, right? Listen, y'all not listening to me, but y'all, soon enough, y'all are going to come back to the after pill and y'all going to be like, damn, dude was right. Y'all are going to come back to the after pill and y'all are going to say, damn, I should have listened. Right? Because now I'm telling you, let me tell you exactly what to do before we continue this conversation. Right? You need to go ahead and get your hand on a good plot of land. And I'm not talking about just buy any old land. You need to have somebody survey the land as well. You need to make sure that the land, the soil that the land is on, you're able to farm, you're able to grow things. The soil is fertile, right? The soil is healthy, the land is healthy. So you want to get your land surveyed, but you need to be looking for some land, right? It don't matter if it's just a small plot of land. Doesn't matter if it's, half an acre, a quarter acre, not even. Just as long as you can get your hand on some healthy land, this is the time right now, right? I've been telling y'all, right? They're going to control soon enough. Y'all see all of these memes going around where, or these cartoons going around where people are being charged to breathe pure oxygen. Y'all think this shit is a game? Y'all think this is a joke? Y'all think this is, something that's going to happen in far, far away land? No, Sirski. No, Sirski. This is something that is going to happen in the future. Yes, they're already sucking up all the water, all the available drinkable water just with these data centers. Who you think is going to get priority, right? Your little old self or these billion-dollar, trillion-dollar data centers? Who you think is going to get first priority, right? When it comes to food shortages, who you think is going to get first priority? Right? Your little old self or the elites, right? The corporations, they got to sell it, right? Who do you think is going to get first priority, right? They want to control the entire supply chain, right? Down to your mind, down to your paycheck. This is one big reason why they're purposely devaluing the economy. They're purposely devaluing the US dollar. They're doing all of this on purpose. Why? Because they don't want you to get ahead. Right? They want, I keep telling y'all this, y'all don't want to believe me. They literally want slaves. And this ain't color-based slavery either. Right? This is not race-based slavery. Oh no, they said everybody. Yep, go ahead and reel in everybody. They seen what they can do, and now they want to spread it across everybody. Right? So this is why I keep telling y'all need to think. Y'all need to start thinking. Right? Y'all need to become more sovereign. You need to be sovereign in the way that you think. You need to be sovereign in the way that the way that you move now. You need to be sovereign in what you allow into your system, both food wise, right, and mentality wise, right. You need to be sovereign in the way, with friendships and who you allow, relationships, who you allow in your circle, who you allow in your vicinity, right. Because listen, as I say all the time, a lot of people are going to get left behind, right? As you seen in the video, man, these folks are not playing. They've been planning this for decades, if not. Some will say, if we're really talking about like elite class, if you want to talk about Illuminati type stuff, listen, because those conspiracy theories that's existed for the longest, they probably been planning this for centuries, right? They've been trying to figure out how to do this for centuries, right? It's no coincidence that they want to, listen, even though I vouch for AI, even though I vouch for robotics, I know that there will be a bad side to it, right? Just like social media. Social media brought the world together, but guess what? It also tore the world apart, right? So I know that robotics, AI is going to bring, some riffraff. I understand that, right? It's obvious that it's going to bring some riffraff. Whether we're talking about people losing their jobs, it taking jobs, it possibly turning against us, you name it, right? There's going to be some cons to it. So even though I talk about the pros, right? I know that there's going to be some cons. So that goes with everything else. Right? There's going to be pros to some things, but there are going to be some diabolical cons, and you want to prepare yourself for it, right? Because at this point, they're putting it right in your face. They're telling you, they don't even care at this point. They basically saying, listen, man, this is what we doing, and y'all ain't going to do a goddamn thing about it. And this is what we doing, right? So the question is, what are you going to do about it? Right? I don't want to hear, I'm tired of seeing you lackadaisical, right? If you grown men in the comment section, some of y'all, I believe if a man that was big and burly grabbed you by your neck and wanted to have his way with you, I believe a lot of y'all are just to take it, right? I believe a lot of y'all will take it. A lot of you Cinnamon Toast Crunch, right? Frosted Flakes as ninjas. I believe a lot of y'all are just take it, because y'all be in my comment section. Well, there's nothing else to do. 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 Okay, cool. Lay down and bend over then. Be a good boy, right? Be a good boy. If there's nothing else to do, just lay down and bend over. Make sure you spread. Listen, pause, don't diddy. That's how a lot of y'all are sounding in the comment section, right? There's always something to do. There's always a choice to be made, right? There's always a choice to be made. So they're going to control the whole pipeline, right? Even if you have been paying attention, even on the reproduction level with human beings, they're even trying to control reproduction measures. Oh man, it's getting diabolical out here, man. It's getting diabolical out here, man. Right? Because they've already successfully produced an embryo, a fertilized embryo in a laboratory. They've already successfully done that. So what do y'all think is next? So on top of seeds not being in fruits and the vegetables, and them controlling the agriculture, them controlling every other thing, they're going to control reproduction as well, right? I believe there may be a day where if you don't have a certain certain social points or money or what have you, whatever the metric is, they're going to control if you can or cannot reproduce. Right? But then on top of that, they're just gonna go to the laboratory and produce what they need to produce. You can already do that. You can already gene edit right now, right? If you got enough money, you can gene edit the color of your embryo's eyes and skin tone and so on and so forth, They've already got this out. So over the next 10 years, we're going to see mass control, man. Mass control. If you're not already sovereign or getting close to your sovereignty, listen, man, I don't know what to tell you. Because yes, I mean, none of us are safe from it. However, there are going to be some who are safer than others from it. Right? Especially if you're linked to a 9-to-5 job, right? And you're barely making ends meet. I mean, you're already in indentured servitude already, sir, ma'am. So listen, it's not a game out here. It's not a game out here. Listen, let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. When did you first started noticing that the seeds were disappearing in the products, right? And listen, the after pill is the ideology, the escape blueprint is the framework, and PFP life is how you should live, in purpose, in freedom, and in power. Listen, come over to the Patreon if you want more news like this, if you want more wisdom and knowledge like this, if you want to learn how to relocate and come up with your own sovereignty, make money on your own terms, hit that link in the description and I'll lead you in a direction that you need to go. And if you want to join a group of like-minded individuals who are headed in the same direction as you are, or you're hoping to join somebody who can lead you in the right direction, come and join the Inner Circle. Our first networking event is in Cartagena, Colombia at the end of the year. We will be celebrating New Year's in Cartagena, Colombia this year. So come over there and join the family and come and learn something and come and build as well. The link is in the description. I'll see you guys on the next video and I'll see you guys on the Patreon. Peace.
I built a life. I built a family. I worked my hands raw to get here, and I'm not done. This is the escape blueprint, PFP life, a way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how I stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join the circle, join the Patreon, learn the steps, and protect your freedom. The escape blueprint, PFP life.